Agile Project by IST 302, Team 2, composed of Derek Boring, Brian Campbell, Michael Carson, Katie Cover, and Matt Dalto. Agile is a high-level project management methodology, in which many lower-level methodologies, such as Scrum and Lean, are based. Agile is the opposite of the more traditional waterfall method. While the waterfall method requires teams to plan everything out before beginning the project, then adhere to that plan, Agile is based on the belief that constant change should be embraced and utilized to ensure the final product meets all of the customer's requirements. Agile has 4 main guidelines. These were established in 2001, and have come to be known as the Agile Manifesto. These rules include individuals and interactions, over processes and tools, working software, over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration, over contract negotiation, responding to change, over following a plan. So, who uses Agile? When a company uses Agile project management, the project management is broken into 5 stakeholders. The Scrum Master is a leader for the team. They make sure the team use Scrum values and practices. They do not have any authority over the employees entailed in the project. A product owner is a third party, between the customers and the team. The product owner could be a customer representative. A team will be given a set of objectives to achieve. The set of objectives will be assigned by the product owner. Team members will decide which member will take a certain task. While practicing Agile project management, having an Agile mentor is beneficial. An Agile mentor is an individual who has experience using Agile. The most important stakeholder is the customer. After the project has completed, getting feedback from the customer is crucial. Feedback can improve future sprints. So how does Agile project management work? Well, it's an iterative process that contains 7 steps. You first execute steps 1, 2, and 3, and then loop through steps 4, 5, 6, and 7 until complete. Step 1, the product owner identifies the product vision. Product vision is what your product is, how it will support your company's strategy, and who will use it. On a longer project you may want to update the product vision at least once a year. Step 2, the product owner creates a product roadmap. A product roadmap is a high-level view of the product requirements and time frame to develop those requirements. Identifying product requirements and then prioritizing and estimating the effort is a large part of creating a product roadmap. On a longer project, update the product roadmap at least twice a year. Step 3, the product owner creates a release plan. A release plan identifies a high-level timetable for the release of working software. An Agile project will have many releases, with the highest priority features added first. A typical release includes 3 to 5 sprints. You create a release plan at the beginning of each release. Step 4, the product owner, Scrum Master, and development team plan sprints, also called iterations, and start making the product within those sprints. Sprint planning sessions take place at the beginning of each sprint. There, the Scrum team determines what requirements will be in the upcoming iteration. Step 5, during each sprint, the development team has daily meetings. In the daily meetings, you discuss what you completed yesterday, what you will work on today and issues. Step 6, the team holds a sprint review. In the sprint review, at the end of every sprint, you demonstrate the working product created during the sprint to the product stakeholders. Step 7, the team holds a sprint retrospective. This is a meeting where the team discusses how the sprint went and plans for improvements in the next sprint. Just like sprint reviews, the sprint retrospective occurs at the end of every sprint. Agile sounds great, but are there issues with it? Yes, there are a few issues that we should touch on regarding Agile methodologies. To begin with, Agile can be inefficient in larger organizations, and should be used for developmental and non-sequential projects, like software development. It is very important that teams using Agile be well trained, and there's sponsor support for Agile methodologies in the organization. Lack of training or support can be an issue. If those involved don't understand the Agile process, there will be issues which can derail the project. Finally, there can be issues adding to a sprint that is already in progress, and this should not be done. Doing so can slow down the sprint. You should wait until the next Scrum. So, what's the history of Agile? In the 80s and 90s, most software development processes were considered heavyweight software methods. They were often criticized for their inability to be flexible, and they're often over-regimented and slow processes. In the mid-1990s, a few styles of development began to emerge and catch on in the development community. These new development standards were considered lightweight methods, and enabled developers to react and adapt quicker to the changing requirements and technology. These new methods included Scrum, DSDM, FDD, Crystal, and Extreme Programming. In 2001, a team of leaders got together in Snowbird, Utah to discuss development methods. As part of this meeting, they came up with the term Agile and proceeded to write the Agile Manifesto. In 2011, the same group created a guide to Agile practices. This included Agile practices, terms, elements, interpretations, and experience guidelines. So, what does the future hold? In the future, Agile development methods will be used on the vast majority of all software development projects. Agile development combined with cloud computing may be the future of software development for global organizations of all shapes and sizes and in all industries. Agile isn't ideal for the future. It reduces risk of failure or product irrelevance due to long time frames. Agile also consumes fewer resources in projects, and allows project teams to try more things, increasing their chance of finding great ideas. Becoming Agile will be necessary in the business world of the future. Research by the Project Management Institute showed that Agile project management tripled from 2008 to 2011. Agile can help decrease product defects, improve team productivity, and increase business value. Agile project management is projected to increase even more in the future. Agility will become the new norm for entire organizations. The rate of change in the business world is happening so rapidly that any organization that takes too much time to do anything is going to be left behind. In today's business world, adaptability must be at the core of every organization's strategy. In order to survive and thrive in this new environment, Agile methodologies will become the norm. Organizations will need to become more nimble and move more quickly. It may require significant shifts in culture for some organizations to change from more traditional methods to Agile development, so the future of Agile is bright. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed learning about Agile project management.